Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football back here at Weileman Field in Arlington. Here with my favorite head coach in the state of Texas, of my alma mater, the Everman Bulldogs, after a 35-19 win over Arlington Seguin. Coach Michael Boone. Coach, congratulations on the win.
I appreciate it. Thank you for coming out and being with us, man.
Hey, no problem. Hey, Coach, first off, we never apologize for wins, right? But I don't think it was the prettiest thing in the world. And I'm sure you kind of talked to the kids after that. Hey, we're happy about the win, but we got a lot you need to clean up. It seemed like the offense and the defense both play well if they just kind of stayed out of their own way. Did you feel like just from the sidelines there were some self-inflicted wounds that you guys can clean up this week before the Burleson game?
Yeah, this is. I mean, you just got to know your team, and this is a team that just is going to get better. They've got some lessons to learn. We had some seniors that we relied on last year that erased a lot of things, and now we got some young guys who are stepping up. Now they're playing really well, but that emotional part of it, dealing with the success, the highs and the lows, and the extra. They're playing really physical. I like that. I like that they're playing really physical, but it's just got to be controlled physicality, and so and for the most part it was. But then, like I said, we made some mistakes, and turnovers always hurt. If you put the ball on the ground, then that levels the playing field a lot of times. So kind of erased. We really played well, except for the turnovers. And so again, this is a group. I understand this is a group that's going to get better every week, and they just have to understand that they got to continue to eliminate this mistake so that they don't have what happened to them last week. That their mistakes cost them.
Now the positive part, I thought number one, Caden had a great game. He kind of started out setting the tone early with a couple of nice runs on that opening drive. What makes Caden a special back? Because he's really a dynamic player, and it looks like the growth that he had from last year to this year has been tremendous.
He's got really good vision. He's got a great motor. I mean, he trains hard, man. He works as hard in practice as he does in the game. So he's just so explosive. So his ability to accelerate through creases. So you get one, get two, and then he's going to get 60. And so because of that, you got to bring more and more people up, and when you do that, you get more and more big runs. So he's just a really special back. He didn't go down on first touch. So he's the kind of back that you can run the ball a bunch with. And this was a big challenge because they've been doing a really good job of not letting people run the ball on them. And so we challenge these guys that are we a team that can run the ball on anybody? This is a team that hadn't let people run the ball on them. Can we go run the ball? And you showed that they heard the message and they came out determined to say we're going to run the ball.
And I thought Jerrion, when he had time to throw the ball and was able to set his feet and deliver the ball, he was on time with it and he was accurate with it. That's got to be key. And I thought your receivers were able to run the routes, get open, and make plays. Your passing game, like I said, when Jerrion had time to set his feet and throw the ball, it looked like it was running at a high level of efficiency as well.
Yeah, those guys are doing a good job, and that's where we really have the least experience, returning from last year. We have one guy really returning from last year, and so Isaiah's doing a great job being physical, being a great possession guy, being sure-handed. And then Kyron, who was our leading tackler last year, we moved him over to receiver, and now he's a leading receiver, So I mean, he's only going to get better. He's going to get better and better and better every day, and that's what I'm seeing from him. Jerrion trusts all his guys so he can spread the ball around, So and when you got a guy that dynamic, then he can do a lot of things. And you saw tonight that he's willing to take off. We let him run a little bit more tonight. So he's going to continue to improve too.
Defensively, I thought other than a couple of big plays, you guys really did a good job winning first and second down and putting them in third and long situations. What was the game plan coming in? Because obviously they've got some explosive playmakers on their side of the ball. What was the game plan coming in to kind of keep those guys contained?
Really, it was about not making the mistakes and, like you said, winning on the early downs. If we win on the early downs, then we're really, really confident about what we do when you're predictable. And in the past few games, we've been playing good defense, but we hadn't been getting off the field. And so that was a point of emphasis. Can we get off the field on third down? Can you put ourselves in great position? And early in the game we did it. Early in the game we got off the field, and then we gave up. We really just it was a bust. The big run that we gave up in the first half. It was just a defensive bust up front. And the guy was untouched. So when you have a bust in the middle, if the guy can go, it's not a whole lot of recovery. So. But outside of that, I think they played well, and again, you can just see them progress. I mean, we're starting two sophomores on the defensive line, and they're just going to get better and better. And those two senior ends, are doing, they're wreaking havoc. They're doing a great job. So.
Final question for you, Coach. The bye week is obviously when you're coming off a loss, the bye week kind of seems extra long. Was a little bit of a blessing for you guys to get out here and play on Thursday, a day early, just to kind of get that bad taste out of your mouth from last week and kind of get the final second half of your season off to a good start?
Well, yeah, those 13 days were miserable. I'm just telling you, I don't lose well. So the guys didn't like being around me. I was pretty pretty chippy about it, but yes, I wouldn't have it any other way than to play on a Thursday off the bye week, because it gets mundane. We come in hungry the first, give them a rest that first Monday of the bye week, and then we practice, and they're hungry and they're focused and they want to, get better, and they got a new opponent, and then you can only run the same stuff so many times, and now they're like, I'm expecting to have a game. We're off our routine, so being able to play on a Thursday it is really ideal for us coming off a bye week.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Good luck the rest of the season, and go Bulldogs.
Hey, I appreciate it. Appreciate you all the time.